is going up, guys? This is Unleash Green and Red. And today, what are we going to do?
We're going to show our EXs and other Pokemon. Good Pokemon cards.
So, here are the big cards. So, well, if you haven't checked out our video, go check it out. Subscribe to my other channel. It's called Up on Barons, and always subscribe to this channel. So, right here, I think was my first big card. Yes, it was. And it's a Snivy. It has 200 health. And then you can name it. And then you can name its attack, and it does 100 damage, and it heals this Pokemon. And then we have a Crocodile EX. It does Second Bite, 40 plus. And then Mega Fang, 130. It's a pretty nice card. And then my favorite Charizard EX, because Charizard is my favorite Pokemon. He has Mega Assassin, which does nothing. Well, search your deck for Mega Charizard EX, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Brave Fire does 120, and it does 30 damage to itself. Garchomp EX has 107 in health, does Dual Chomp 30 times, and Power Blast 120. And then, I like the feeling of this Flygon. Alright, so Flygon EX has 170 health, does Voice and Sands. Is it focusing? Let me check if it's focusing. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but if you can, read it. Spiral Buzz does 80 plus. And then, yeah, last but not least, Deoxys EX has 170 health. Team Plasma does Power Connect, and just read that if you can. And then Helix Force, I think that's what it's called. I hope I pronounced it right. 30 plus damage. So, and now here's the other ones that we're going to show.
Here's some of the EXs. Here's Charizard EX, Mega Ascension, whatever. Search your deck for M Charizard EX, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. Brave Fire, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself, and it's 120 damage. Flygon EX, there's Voice of the Sands. Once during your own turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may have your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. And then there's Spiral Buzz. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads, and it's 80 plus. Then there's Flareon EX.
That we got in the last video, so please go check that out.
There's Flash Fire. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may move a fire energy from one of your Pokemon to this Pokemon. And then there's Blaze Ball. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, and it does 50 plus damage. There's Crocodile EX. Second Bite. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, and it does 40 plus damage. Then there's Megaton Fang. Discard a card from your hand. If you can't discard a card, this attack does nothing, and it does 130 damage.
Alright, so this is from the Deoxys box of the Guardian, and it's a Team Plasma, I think. Yeah. So, alright. So, most of those cards, well, a lot of them had from the big cards, because these big cards and some of those little cards came in boxes. But right here is my Pokemon Legendary Binder. It shows, I don't remember his name, Salamence and Garchomp, and then the types, pretty cool. Okay, so in here we have Giratina. It's 130 health, Hex 50 plus, and Shadow Claw does 90. Hope you guys can see well in the video. Jirachi X has 90 health. Stealer Guidance, and then Hypno Strike, that's 60. That EX absolutely sucks. Uvettle has, what was that?
It's just the box.
Oh, Uvettle has 130 health. Believe on Wing, I hope I pronounced that right. That's 30 damage. Darkness Blade does 100. And Latios EX has 170 health. Fast Ray does 40. Light Pulse does 110. Black Serum has 130 health. Dual Claw does 20 times. And Flash Freeze does 100. And right here we have a Vital EX has 170 health. Evil Ball does 20 plus. And White Phone does 90. White Serum has 130. Damage Rush 20 times. Dernius EX has 170. Breakthrough. Blast has 140. Regirock level 51. This is it right here if you guys can see it. Has 90 health. Regicycle and then Stone Edge 40 plus. Victini has 60 health. And in case if you guys didn't know, all these in here are legendaries, EXs, and megas. Victini has 60 health. And V-Blast has 120, which is actually good for that little creature. Regigas has 130. It's a reverse. And it has Daunt. Sorry guys, I was trying to figure it out. And it does 80 health. Heavy Impact does 100. And right here we have a Mega Lucario EX, 220 health. Rising Fist. Yeah, that's Rising Fist. Does 140. Entei has 80 health. These are one of the old schools. And it does Pokemon Power Bolt. And then Protective Flame does 50. Tornado CX has 170. Blow Through does 30 plus. Power Blast does 100. And we have another Victini. I don't know what you call these ones. I don't know if it's another type of a hollow. But it has 60 health. And it has Victory Star. And then Stored Power does 30. So I'm going to let Red do some of these. So, because okay. Hold on, guys. We're sorry.
There's Arceus level 100, Bright Flame, flip a coin. If tails, discard two energy attached to Arceus, and it does 80 damage. There's I forgot how to pronounce this.
Let me see. Palkia, I think. And hold on.
Okay, there's Palkia, level 67. There's Special Rend that does 10 damage, and then there's Transback that does 40 damage. There's Keldeo EX. There's Russian, and then there's Secret Sword that does 50 plus damage. There's Mew EX that does Versatile and Replace. There's Genesect EX that does Reg Signal and Megalo Cannon that does 100 damage. There's Verizon EX that does Verdant Wind and Emerald Slash that does 50 damage. There's Articuno EX that does Blizzard 60 damage and then Frost Prison 80 damage.
T-Plasma.
There's Articuno Ice Beam 50 damage, Ice Wing 80 damage. There's Keldeo Slicing Blade 30 damage and Hydro Pump 60 plus damage.
The reverse.
There's Thunderous, Charge, and then Disaster Volt, 80 damage.
Walmart, hello.
There's Verizon, there's Double Draw, and Leaf Wallop, that does 40 damage. There's Mega Heracross EX, and it does Big Bang Horn, 180 minus damage.
So right here we have Rayquaza EX, has 170 health. Let's see here. Sorry about that, guys. It's Intensifying Burn, does 10 plus, and Dragon Pulse does 100. Right here we have a Thunderous EX. It's a Team Plasma. Raiden Knuckle does 30, and Thunderous Noise does 90. They both have the same name, but they're spelled differently. Mewtwo has 120 health. It's a reverse. It does Power Edge does 30, and hold on, guys. And Psylash does 120. Oh, it's up. Cobalion we have right here has 120 health. Energy Press does a 20 plus. Iron Breaker does 80. We have another Giratina, and it's another Team Plasma. Has 130 health. Hex does 50 plus. Shadow Claw does 90. Right here, EX has 180 health. Dragon Steam does 60, and Ice Burn does 150. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Dragon Stream. I'm sorry. And right here we have Darkrai EX has 180 health. Dark Cloak and Night Sphere does 90 damage. Xerneas EX has 170 health. Breakthrough does 60. X-Blast does 140. Latios EX Full Art has 170 health. Match Fight does 40. And Luster Purge does 150. Gengar level 65 has 170 health. Confuse Ray does 10 damage. Attacking High and Attacking High. Sorry about that, guys. I mistaked. It has 70 health. I'm such a retard. We have Meowspear on level 50, 60 health, upper material, and teleportation burst does 30. Terrakion has 130 health. Relatate, I think that's what it is. I was close, guys. It was Retaliate, does 30 plus, and Land Crush does 90. We have Rayquaza C, level 49, 100 health. Trash Burst does 10 plus, and Twister does 50. Latias, level 45, has 80 health. Miraculous Light, 10 damage, and Mist Ball. So that's all we have for today, guys. Guys, I'm sorry, that's all we have for today. We're going to make a part 2 of this, so if you can, please watch part 2. This is part 1. It could be boring, could not. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. What do you have to say?
And comment.
Comment below if you want us to do anything else. And goodbye.
Bye.